Hello everyone, this is Brian Bentley at CoinOpTV bringing you gameplay and commentary for Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 on the Xbox One. Now we're going to jump right into the action, as the game is like a anime storytelling device with, wrapped around a fighting game with elements of a beat 'em up inside of it, right? So in this so what I really liked about this particular level is it's sort of a combination of all the elements. Right now we are going through the beat 'em up part, so kind of your Dynasty Warriors-esque fights. I am Naruto, and I am inside of or with, or I'll be honest, I'm not entirely certain how it works, but I am with Gamakichi, playing as this character at the moment. Now, I'm huge, and I really like the sense of perspective that they have between, how large I am, and look at those little tiny things. Now, those are probably about the size of a regular human, those little tiny guys. All right, so if I was, Naruto, or if I was, Sasuke or whomever, I would be as big as one of those little dudes. But because I am Gamakichi, I am huge and making a mess of everything. It's fantastic. Now, I can also, call in my friend Sasuke as the, snaky dude, and, I'll be honest, I can't remember the girl's name, who's the slug. So, I can call them in to help me out by either clicking my right button or my left button. Right now I'm just sort of going through and killing them. Now, as I'm going through this part, I'm trying to get to the end where I'm going to fight the 10-tailed beast, and I'm gonna have to fight one of his giants. I pulled down Sasuke's little snake dude, and he's cleaning up shop over there. So you gotta love the fact that the Dynasty Warriors aspect, where you're kind of the number of people you're actually defeating is like going up exponentially, and you're like, I don't know what happened. Now, mind you, these are demon type things, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, there's the slug dude doing damage. So I don't really care about killing all these things. It's like, and hey, I just went and, killed like 12,000 dudes. All right. So we're kind of doing this part, and it's a lot of fun. So while I'm doing this and we're getting to the end boss, let me just kind of talk to you about how the game works. In a lot of aspects, I think it's really cool that it's really the best storytelling I have ever seen out of a fighting game. Now, I'm not a fighting game person, but most of the time it's sort of like this. Right before the battle, there's like a exposition of, say, I don't know, a minute and a half of exposition. And you're like, not even that, maybe 30 seconds. And you're like, okay, so fight. And you're like, alright, I don't really know why I'm fighting, but whatever, sure, why not? This is before every battle and after every battle. There is, really essentially like an anime style exposition that goes on, which I think is really cool. And it kind of brings you into the universe. It gives you a reason to fight. It just, overall, it is a fantastic storytelling device. Now I'm going to, here we go. I'm getting into the big battle. Now, this is going to be more of a one-on-one battle. And I don't do it here, but I could essentially pull out either Sasuke or the snail, or the slug girl, by either pushing right or left on my right stick. I don't know why. A lot of times I don't do it, mainly because, one, I don't think about it, but mostly I kind of get into a groove with one character, and I sort of like just going with that. Now, I brought her in there to help me out by, putting to do some damage. You'll notice that, the 10 Tails clone has many bars that I have to go through. I do appreciate this, again, we're back to, I really appreciate the scale. I think the art style fits the game dramatically well. I think that part works out really well. So I really like that. Again, You know, one thing I will say is, at least for the fighting aspects, it's not so much a, very technical fighter. I mash B a lot, because again, I'm not very good at fighting games, but it's not like I have to worry about, like low kick and high kick and, whatever, medium kick or whatever, however it works, like in, say, Street Fighter. I, of course, am more into, this kind of game where it's, more of a beat 'em up. And that part I like. Oh, I forgot that he changes, like, to this running thing, and I let myself get run over, which, maybe not the best decision. But I really enjoying the story mode because it sort of gives me an opportunity to understand the story of Naruto Shippuden, as I am not familiar with the anime. I know of it, but I haven't really followed it much myself. But I feel like it gives me there's a lot of the story parts. First of all, they're done beautifully, but it gives you the motivations of the characters, and really does a good job of helping you understand how the game goes. So other than the story mode, there's also free battle and online battle if you want to get into that. There's all that. Now we're going to get into the post. I think it's post exposition. I forgot. I totally forgot about the quick times event stuff. So they have these. They don't call them quick time events. They sort of focus in on the the aspects of the game where you kind of have. It's basically quick time events that help lead you to a finish, like a story finisher. So, the story could just finish as, boring, yada yada, oh yeah, everyone, hooray, okay, we won. Or it can be this very dramatic scene. And I really like that it kind of gives you the aspect of being able to do this. So this part is actually kind of interesting, where I have to just avoid to get to the end. Whatever, it's fine. But I like it because it definitely gives you, a little bit something different to do, rather than, okay, boring fight, 30 seconds, boring fight. And I screwed it up. But once you get all the stars filled, then you get the magic ending, which is kind of neat. I kind of like that. So, like I said, there's free battle and online battle if you want to do it, or you can, there's obviously, in this kind of Japanese game, there's a lot of collections that you can do. I have started getting the collection. I'm about 9% of the way there. You do get these collections by either getting bonuses in the game. There are bonus, things that you can do for each one to get more golden Abzu masks and shurikens and all these other things that you can use to trade in for objects. And you also collect Ryo, which is the currency of the game. You can then buy, the different things, collections that you can. There's also an adventure mode, which is after what you do after the story. You can kind of like have some, I don't want to say procedurally generated, but it gives you some things to do. So once you're done with the story mode, you can continue the fight, I suppose, in an interesting way without just getting stuck into free battle mode. You can, of course, you can go back and replay some of the old missions throughout the story mission, which is, fine. Of course, I've already collected those stars. Now, I don't have to continue collecting stars at this point, but I really like doing it. I feel like it adds more to my enjoyment of the game. Overall, I feel like the controls are really tight, and I am enjoying the game, although as a person who's not a big fighting game guy, I do get frustrated at times just because... Oh, I'm sorry, it's called the Secret Factor, not Special Ending. My mistake. But I'm really enjoying the game. I think that people who are into the Naruto Shippuden series, or into this, into fighting games, it's not going to be the... it's not going to probably not be the biggest, best fighting game they've ever played, but, I think there's a lot of enjoyment to be had, and I think that if you're an anime fan or a Naruto fan, you're really going to enjoy this game. Now that I've completed I completed the battle, it gave me a ranking. Of course, there's S through D. I've only gotten one S. You know, you of course get your battle thing, and then there's the exposition at the end in order to continue to propel the story along. So that's it for me. I hope you liked the video, and I will see you next time. Thanks, everybody.